Alright, and we'll just cut off the first part of this.
No phones.
No phones. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? It's me and P. Diddy here.
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm here with our boy Kiki.
How's it going?
Kiki.
Talk about his fight this last weekend, his first pro boxing fight. How was that?
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I won.
It's always a lot more fun when you win.
Yeah.
100%.
So, like, tell us about the lead up to this. Like, how did you find out about it? Who were you fighting? Like, stuff like that. This fight matter to you?
Yeah, I was supposed to do a kickboxing match, but dude was still suspended. And then I went home and ate some food. And then coach asked me if I wanted to box Sammy Rogers, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So then that's it.
And you fought Sammy before, right?
Yeah, I fought Sammy. He beat me, and he got me in a guillotine in an MMA match.
So,
We learned how to defend that game.
is it better? Okay, so
Very well.
you choked people out. You got the decision win. Is it more fun to get the guillotine? Would you rather got the guillotine choke on Sammy or just punch him in the face for 4 rounds?
No, I had fun punching him for 4 rounds. So definitely way more fun.
What do you like more, or boxing or MMA?
I don't know, I think I'm leaning towards boxing now. It's a lot better not having to worry about getting taken down or kicked in the face or,
It's a lot less things to worry
Yeah,
about.
I mean, I guess you still have to worry about who you fight.
I know, but it's kind of like, back when you started fighting, like, I don't know if you street fought, but like it was just hands, like you ain't got to worry about it. But somewhere like around high school is when people started getting taken down. They were getting wrestling classes and people started getting taken down and stuff. So it's like, now it's like, back to your roots and it's fun.
So before this, prior, have you had any boxing experience?
Yeah, I boxed when I was like, I don't know, probably 12, but no fights. I just did boxing classes, 12 to like 13 maybe, and then I started getting in trouble, so my mom took me out of it.
So would you say you felt any difference? So like fighting mixed martial arts is definitely a different thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, did you feel any different fighting boxing and fighting in the cage? Like, what was the difference?
I mean, it was just a lot different. It was a different type of competition because I'm used to MMA fights, So it's like, coming in with knowing that I could rely on my hands and my hands only, and not have to worry about nothing else
Was the ring like a big difference for you at all?
No, because we worked in that thing for so long.
We luckily, we're fortunate our gym has a cage and a ring, so we're super lucky, so we get to play out of both. So
I'll be honest, I didn't get in the ring one time.
Oh, dude,
that thing was so weird.
I lived in that thing for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
I don't think I was even on the mat during sparring sessions or even pad sessions or anything. I think even during regular classes, I was still in the ring just for that simple fact.
I know Parker said something about it earlier, off camera, but I noticed that when you were hitting mitts with Colby the other day, your footwork looked really good. You looked like a boxer, which, not saying I didn't expect you to do great, but you surprised the hell out of me watching you hit mitts.
Yeah.
And then the way you fought, for sure, I was sitting there going
everything about you.
What?
You're in the best shape that we've probably seen you in since you've been here.
Yeah.
Dude, you
didn't have to kill yourself with a weight cut.
Yeah, you're ready to
that was
go.
a pretty decent weight cut. Well, I was going for 35 for that kickboxing match, and then it got canceled. So I was on track to make 35 without sauning or nothing. And then I went home, and then I just floated at 150 for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I started shutting it down. So that made it. I mean, I hit the sauna for an hour just because I was a little sore.
You came in there with me a few times.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just here. I'm sitting over there dying. And he's just drinking all the water and just down you off.
Well, I haven't fixed it. I never had that kind of cut. I just posted a picture today of my fight in Mexico from 9 years ago. And I had to cut my hair to make weight, so
Excuse, what did you say? If you said you missed weight.
Oh. I was like, was it me and you heading up here? We were headed to the gym.
And of course,
Look at this guy.
this guy
Of course.
always just has to.
Interrupt.
Like he just wanted
Yeah,
to
come
be
on,
there.
come on in.
Oh, that's Brian Foster. For everyone that doesn't know, it's Brian Foster.
Anyway. anyway, yeah, I told Parker leaving the house. I was like, if I miss weight, the first thing we're doing is just buzzing my hair off. Like I'm not doing this. I'm not getting back in the sauna.
Yeah.
So leading up to this fight, was there anything different you did training wise?
Everything.
Box.
Everything was different. I completely like. I don't think I've thrown a kick in a month. To be honest with you.
And you regret it.
Yeah. No, not yet. Like, I mean,
So you focused purely on boxing. You didn't worry about anything else. You didn't do jiu-jitsu. You didn't do
nothing.
Okay.
I even missed the promotion, the promotion in the seminar because because I was boxing. So I mean, it kind of sucked that not being able to do my normal routine, but I mean it played out well and I got the dub.
So get us through. You're getting ready to walk out.
Yeah, just walk us through the whole night, just real quick, just run.
What was your walkout song? What was it like? What was the crowd like?
So just starting from like when I got here.
Rules meeting,
The rules meeting, which never happens for me, anxiety and nerves kicked in like 130%, like way more than it's ever like. I've fought some beasts before, and that right there, like I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, I got to do something. So somebody was warming up for the first fight, and I was like the sixth fight or something like that. And I was like, I got to start warming up. So I put my shorts on, my cup, got my hands wrapped, and I started warming up. And then I took a break, and I started warming up again, and I took a break. And then it was your fight, so I warmed up in here with you.
Yeah.
And then, after that, after the intermission, it was go time. And then
I hate after. I'm always after intermissions.
Yeah.
Like always. Yeah. So that was the first fight. I was after intermission too.
Yeah.
So every
you're the first fight.
Almost every fight I've ever had before or after intermission, and it is the worst.
Yeah.
Because you get ready, and the commissioner's like, oh, 7 minutes away.
Yeah.
You're like, your horn anxiety's up here.
Yeah.
And you're like,
well, that was the thing. When I started warming up, like the anxiety started going away. And then it went away completely. And then I started tripping out on that because it never goes away completely.
Once you think of one thing, you
Yeah.
go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, and then
why am I calm?
yeah, and then I started warming up. Then I walked to the next room, and then everything was gone. I was fine, and then I couldn't find my corners because they were his.
TC was running around everywhere. Where's Skeet?
They were
just over there.
Yeah, they were cornering Skeet. So after that, they finally found me, but I didn't walk out yet. And I'm not that tall, so you gotta look high and low. So.
All 5'3".
Yeah,
you don't have to look high.
Yeah, I might climb. I could have hid that day. I'm telling you, the anxiety was back and forth. Okay. No, but and then it was all gone, and then it was go time.
What was your walkout song?
I was telling them coming by War. Dang, I forgot.
Dude, I watched it, and it was a cool song.
Yeah.
It fits you well.
Yeah.
When you're in the fight, like, are you, like, we all zone in and everything. What are you telling yourself? Like, do you talk yourself through the fight when you're in there?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any, like, I just asked this because I was talking to Parker and DC and stuff. Like, I have some funny stuff I'll say during the fights to myself. Like, was there anything kind of like, you ever crack him or something and you're like, your brain said something?
Oh, well, he kind of started smiling. His corner was running his mouth. And then he kind of started smiling about it. And I told him to shut up. And then he started laughing about it. And I told him he thought it was sweet. So I gave him a left hook. And then I popped him with the right. And then he stopped smiling. But, I mean, it was one of those things like go forward if he thinks it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get emotional, but like if your corner's sitting there running their mouth and getting rude about something and you just did something illegal and I did something 100% legal, I mean, of course you're gonna kind of get a little mad, but I mean, the whole time, well, first round I was supposed to just let him work, so I let him work, and it was really hard not to come forward. And then second round, I knew I could come forward because it was like my time to go.
You know what's funny? Brian was pissed about your first round because he's like, he took what I said way too literally.
I knew if I started letting go, I was just gonna let go. You know what I mean? So So it was one of those things that like I was just like, all right, bud, like come on, like, and I mean,
There's no 50%.
that's all it was. I couldn't just like not like whatever. I was like, I'll give him the first round, like I'll give it to him because I mean I was 100% confident I was gonna finish him. I'm surprised. Shout out to Sammy, he didn't get finished. I'm telling you, I made my mind up when we made the fight. I was gonna finish him, but it obviously didn't happen.
Sammy's tough.
Sammy is tough, but. Yeah, it was one of those things that it was just like second round. I knew it was my time to go, and I could put my foot on the gas and keep it going. So that's what I tried to do as much as possible, and played out.
It worked out.
So what's your ideas for like moving forward? Like what do you got MMA, you talk about kickboxing, you got boxing now. Like what, like if everything went your way, how would it go over the next year or so?
Whatever coach has in mind.
I
can tell you what I want to do all day, but obviously, from my MMA record, my thoughts have not played out very well for me.
Yeah.
So, whatever the person that has the best interest for me.
Like, hey, coach, I want to kickbox. I got this boxing fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much what happened.
We're lucky that we have a coach like we do, bro. Because I mean,
Yeah,
Brian's
DC is
not
a really good coach.
Brian ain't just our coaches, but
Phenomenal.
DC's more of our training partner. So like
His
that's
team
the
captain.
way we look at him.
He's a team captain.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, but Brian,
Teacher's pet.
dude, it's shut up. No, but Brian, he just helps out a lot because like he's
We don't
not
have to
gonna
worry about half the game. Oh, I don't like that guy if you haven't noticed.
Alright, well, Kiki, awesome first fight.
Thank you.
Awesome first fight, bro. Alright, we out. That's a perfect way to.
We're good.